The conference is in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Do more. And finally, she did something that's very important. What I want you to do is write this down. She developed the courage to act on her feelings at that moment. See, there's an old saying, wherever you find yourself, at some point in time, you made an appointment to be there. She had created this beauty salon. She loves doing hair, but she knew that what she had was more than that. She was doing a lady's hair, and this lady looked at her and said, you know something, Monica, you really got it going on. And this lady was paying her a compliment, but in Monica's mind, she didn't have it going on. In her mind, she was thinking about, I can do more than this. I'm more than a hairstylist. I've got a voice. I've got a story. I have a passion for people. I want to make a difference with life. She wanted to make a statement with her life. She wants to build a legacy. She wants to travel around the world. She wants to see the world. And she wants to make a difference where she was in terms of her income and in her impact on life. And so she was reflecting, and she said, this is not it. And she realized that she was living a fear-driven life rather than tapping into the courage she had within herself and began to act on her ideas. I'm suggesting to you, what is it you really want to do? What is it that resonates with your heart and spirit? What is it that you think about it, you get excited? I love to train. The people who are watching me today, they saw me acting like a little kid. I'm in my 69th year on the planet. I'm not talking about retirement. I'm refired. What is it that fires you up when you think about it? Now I say to you, if you're not there, I say to you, in the spirit of Monica Green, you can do more. What will it take, Les? It will take for you to develop the courage that I'm not going to live a counterfeit life. It's going to take for you to have the courage to face the truth about yourself. Winston Churchill said the truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it. Ignorance may deride it. But at the end, there it is. Carlyle said, truth crushed to earth shall rise again. My favorite book said, ye shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And I suggest to you, when you begin to know the fact that you're not doing what you were born to do, I suggest to you, when you face yourself in a moment of reflection and look at yourself as she did, as Monica did, in a spirit of courage and said, I'm not living like this anymore. I've had it. See, that's when people's lives change. When they get to the point where they say, I've had it. I'm out of here. I was working on a job, and I just got tired of them. They didn't like me, and I didn't like them. And I said, look here, I'm going. I've had it. I've quit. They said, where are you going? I said, away from here. Do you have another job? Not yet, but I'm out of here. I couldn't do that anymore. You're about to make me lose my mind. Up in here, about to make me act a fool. Up in here. And I got my albums and records, and I got out of there before going to jail for somebody. And so you've got to look at yourself, because sometimes your temper gets short with people. You have an attitude, and what's wrong? You out of alignment. The place where you are, the expiration date is gone. Your life is sour, and it's time for you to move on. I wrote a post on our website. I want you to go there, brown.les, on our Facebook, brown.les. And I said, in life, when you don't have enough courage or awareness to know that you have outgrown certain people in certain situations, and it's time to move on, life will move on you. And so that's what happened with Monica Green. Life had moved on her. She became stressed out. Things started getting on her nerves, and she said to herself, I can do more. And she developed the courage to get out of there. And she started out by selling her business. She sold her business. She went back to school. She got an MBA, and she started doing a variety of jobs for various corporations. And then she decided to go back into business for herself. And I suggest to you, as you look at yourself and you say to yourself that I can do more, and you develop the courage to act on your ideas, it's very important that you take action. What is it you need to do? Write down an action plan. That's what she did. She made an assessment of her talents, abilities, and skills. She thought about what is it that she loves and what turns her on that will allow her to feel that she had it going on from her own point of power and view. And she said, I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to begin to pursue some other goals and find out what resonates with me. What really resonates with you? See, at the end of the day, life is not just about survival. Life is about living, and what it takes to live and what it takes to survive are totally two different things. Now here's something else. As you look at your goals and look at your dreams, it's very important that you make a decision based upon your faith and not your fears. Fear, as Zig Ziglar once said, false evidence appearing real. Faith, finding answers in the heart. What's in your heart? Where your heart is, there your treasure is also. What's in your heart? What do you feel? What is it that you can do 7 days a week? If you could do something that resonates with you, and you would do it for free because you love it so much. Is a career something you love so much that you do it for nothing, but you do it so well that people will pay you to do it. I remember when I resigned from the Ohio legislature, went back to Liberty City to take care of my mother who was suffering from breast cancer. And I spoke on a volunteer basis every week at the Caleb Auditorium, started in my mother's living room with just 5 people. And in 6 months, over 3,000 people came out to hear me speak in Miami from 7 o'clock until 8 o'clock at the Caleb Auditorium on 54th Street and 22nd Avenue. I was doing what I love to do. I had no idea that those things, those moments that I stood there on that stage speaking, had no idea when I had Cat Roberts writing a song to match the speech that I was going to give. I had no idea the books that I was reading and the ritual that I created to memorize 2 to 3 quotes a day. I had no idea that that was preparing me for a new life. I had no idea that I would be traveling around the world to Malaysia and to Singapore and to Hong Kong and to Adelaide and Perth, Australia, traveling with a billionaire, Sir Richard Branson. I had no idea, out of Liberty City to traveling around the world, doing what I love to do. I say to you, you have something special. You've got greatness within you. I say to you that eye has not seen, ear has not heard, nor has entered the heart of mankind, nor has entered the heart of mankind what God has in store for you if you're willing to live a faith-driven life, if you're willing to develop the courage to do what resonates with you. And that's what Monica did. She went back to school, she got a degree, she did a variety of corporate jobs, and she went back in business for herself, and now she is creating a new chapter. That's exciting. Helen Keller said that life is either a daring adventure or it's boring. This is a time right now you can be replaced by an app. This is a time right now you can do your best on a job and come in and they say, well, I'm sorry, we are going in another direction. This is the time right now that they're outsourcing all the jobs where people are working today. And don't think about the consequences it will have on those individuals or their families or their children or their lifestyle. This is a time right now that you have to take responsibility for yourself. This is a time right now that you have to cover your own back. And that's what Monica did. And that's what you have to do. And that's what I have to do. Why? Because you can do more. And because you can do more, it's a mandate on your life to do that. So anybody can sit around and be a spectator and watch other people live their dreams, but the people that are going to make a difference, the people that will leave legacies rather than liabilities, the people that are going to make their mark are individuals who are taking responsibility for their feelings, for their thoughts, for their emotions, for their mindset, and have an achievement-driven life. And they're saying to themselves, I can do more. Not only are they saying it, it's showing up in their behavior. It's showing up when they execute in the action plans that they write down and they implement. It shows up in the achievements, collaborative relationships that they create, people around them who think like them, people around them who inspire them, people around them who bring the best out of them. See, there's a reason that you're listening to me right now. Everything that I'm saying, you already know it. You already feel it in your heart. Everything that I'm saying, I'm just confirming and validating that which is in you. Everything that I'm saying, it's stirring up something in you that says you can do more. And you want to be about the business of doing that. And so I want to leave this with you. I don't know what your goals are. I don't know what you want to do. One of my classmates died. And the statement was, he died in the house by himself. And I submit to you that he did not. I submit to you that there was a person in him that the world never got a chance to see, because he kept himself on the external level so intoxicated with alcohol and marijuana that we never really got a chance to see his potential. I submit to you, this friend of mine that I knew in school who had great writing skills never wrote a chapter using that gift that had been given him, and he was getting B's and A's without studying, and I would struggle and still get D's and look on his paper and wonder, how did he know the answers? And he didn't even have to study for it. He had a gift. He never wrote a chapter. That died with it. He took that gift. He had a good skill in terms of art. Born with it, never trained. He took that with him too. He took his art, his writing skills, and his talent, and his potential to his grave with him. No, he wasn't in bed by himself when he died. The ghost of those abilities, those talents, those dreams, all of that died with him when he took his last breath. What's with you? If you die today, what gifts, what talents, what abilities, what dreams will die with you? I say to you that you can do more. I say to you, take the position of Monica Green. Decide to have the courage to face the truth about yourself. Decide to begin to live your life from a place of power, and don't give yourself a pass. Don't make any excuses for yourself. Decide to live a faith-driven life rather than a fear-driven life. Decide to take some action, because faith without works is dead. And decide that you can do more, and you will, because if you don't, the world will suffer. If you don't, in historical context, we will all be deprived. If you don't, you'll be like the 87% of the people who go to their graves wondering, if I had used my talents and abilities and skills, would my life be in a different place? If you don't, you're perhaps asked the question, as Ralph Waldo Emerson said, what if you lived your whole life only to discover that it was wrong? If you don't, you'll be like the man who said, oh God, to reach the point of death, only to realize that you've never lived, only to realize that you've never scraped the surface of your potential. You have something special. You have greatness within you. And you're listening to me now because you know this already in your heart of hearts. Yes, Monica, you're right. There is more in you. Yes, yes, yes. I can't see those of you that are listening to me, but I can say to you from my own experience, there is more in you. You've got greatness within you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. My name is Les Brown. I'm Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. I want your comments. I want you to go to my Facebook at brown.les and let me know your feelings and reflections on this conversation tonight to inspire you to pursue your dreams. I believe in the saying, always strive to get on top in life because it's the bottom that's overcrowded. Yes, there is more in you. Thank you for that inspiration, Monica Green. God bless the day you were born. Nita Boo?
Yes, sir. There is more in me, too. Thank you so much, Les, for those powerful words. Well, Mr. Brown, where are you traveling this week? Are you in Florida? Can people come and hear you there?
Well, I'm in Orlando. Last day of training tomorrow. Then I'll fly out and I'll go to Los Angeles. And then on Friday, I'm flying to Oakland, California. I'm speaking on Sunday morning in Oakland for Reverend E. with my daughter Ona on Father's Day. And so those of you that are listening, if you know anybody in Oakland, California, spread the word that Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy is coming and his baby girl, Ona Brown. We're going to tag team and speak together with Father's Day together in Oakland. So I'm really excited about it. I'll be eating hot pepper on a fork. Reverend E. is a powerful minister, been a mentor of mine for many years. I love her, and I'm going to give her a chance to get some rest, and I'm going to go in there and serve her well. So please spread the word. Look out, Oakland. This is Mamie Brown's baby boy is on the way.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Brown. And I know everyone is looking forward to going to your website and going to Facebook to make their comments tonight about this powerful message.
Yes, and I also will take some calls before I hang up, okay? I'll take about 2 or 3 calls.
Very well. Okay, listeners, for those of you that are on the call, *6 to unmute your line if you have a comment or question for Mr. Brown.
All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown.
Keep your hands set, please. We can do that in the background.
Where's the Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, I can.
Massachusetts.
Okay, great privilege and honor to be on the call. I'm very excited and happy every time I get on to receive a jolt of energy boost to get me going for the rest of the week and until I'm able to plug in again. One question that I have for you, what's the best advice that you can provide to me to encourage someone who to move from the point of they know what they ought to do, but to get them to move forward to take that step to begin to do it?
What is it that they want to do with their lives? And believe them, because one of the things that Maya Angelou said, she said, if it walks like a duck, looks like a duck, and talks like a duck, it's a duck. One of the things that I'm doing now is encouraging people, work with the willing. A person convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. If that person is not hungry, if that person is not motivated, if that person does not want to, at this point in time, do something significant with their lives, then leave them alone until they get to that place where they can hear you. But sometimes it takes a minute or somebody else speaking to them that will come at them from a different angle with a different voice, and they respond to it. But I'm saying to you, don't waste your energy if they're not willing. Whosoever will, let him come. Work with the willing. That's the most important thing to do, and don't frustrate yourself.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Brown.
Ray Razor from D.C. Brown. Left.
Yes,
Ray
sir.
Razor from D.C. How you doing?
All right. It's so great to hear your voice. I'm doing great.
Yeah. How can I didn't get your number the last time I saw you. How can I get my number to you or get in touch with you?
yes@lesbrown.com. yes@lesbrown.com.
Okay, all right, Les. I appreciate it. Okay, thank you. No problem.
Hello, Dr. Brown. Hello, Dr. Brown. This is B.
Hello, Dr. Brown. Can you hear me? The event of Sunday in Oakland.
Peter, they got too many voices. We got to get a system where we can select the people and not have all the chaos. So we're going to let it go now because people can't get out. I'd like for you to go to my Facebook at brown.les. There's a great message on there that will motivate you and inspire you. And in addition to that...
All callers are muted.
Right. Yes, let me say this again. Go to my Facebook, brown.les, and post your comments. That means a lot to me. Also let me know how many people is listening to the call and if it's having any value or impact. And read the message and give me some comments on the message we posted last night. And I'll be posting another message tonight. We do a new one every night. Our goal is to have global impact. Our goal is to train 100,000 voices of hope outside of religion and outside of politics, both of which polarize and divide people. How many people we had here today?
On the call tonight?
Today here in Orlando, we had a small group that we're doing an intensive work with our Platinum Group and Circle of Mastery. And it was just being great. And we see some people have just great potential that's going to be going out here making impact, changing lives, and earning a lot of money as well. Well, thank you, Anita. I appreciate you very much. I love you. And spread the word for everybody. Tell them to put it on their Facebook. Les Brown will be Reverend E's Church in Oakland, California this Sunday morning on Father's Day. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Take care.
Now, what was it, Reverend Eves, E-B-E-S?
Yes, E. That's the alphabet E. They call her Reverend E. It's the Church of Religious Science there
Reverend
in Oakland,
E.
California.
In Oakland, California. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brown, and we appreciate you. We're sending energy and love to you, and thank you so much for what you do every week. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Take care. Love you. God bless.
Love you too. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. You heard it right here. Please join Mr. Brown if you're in Oakland, California, for this Sunday, Father's Day, at Reverend E in Oakland, California. And please go to Les Brown's page at brown.les. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your comments. Make sure you visit Les Brown's page, his website also, and again, his Facebook page. And for those of you that are interested in contacting me, my name is Anita Hicks. You can reach me at anitahicks.com, or either go to my website, anitahicks.com. That's